Hello, Little Mushroom. This is Billy Cheesecake here with you, presenting the 2015 mayoral debate between candidates Tom Dashammer, Flood Giggles, and Rebel Washington. Before we begin, I just want to say our thoughts and prayers are with Judge James Cole and his Snow family, as he is still being treated at the Boo Boo Ouchies Medical Center for the attempt on his life last week. And as a side note, Walter Simpson is still at large, so be on the lookout. I also must mention that this debate is being sponsored by Gatorade, the board game. Quench your thirst with a roll of the dice. I'd like to now introduce the three men working for your vote this Tuesday. Your first candidate is a man whose middle name is No Nonsense, Flood Giggles.
Thank you. You know the only reason I'm on time tonight is because I passed a burglar in the hallway and did nothing to stop him. I sure hope my Uncle Ben is safe by himself in the car.
I'm sure he's fine. The next man has the self-proclaimed ability to count 3 spaces past the letter Z, Tom Dashammer.
And if you elect me mayor, I will tell you those 3 additional letters.
That would literally break the laws of language, but interesting nonetheless. And ladies and gentlemen, your final candidate, the newcomer, Rebel Washington.
Thank you, guys. I'd like to say hi to my mom. She's in the audience tonight.
So sweet.
Yeah, don't make me throw up. I don't want that taste anymore.
And finally, your moderator for the evening, the host of Little Mushroom News Show, Dylan Jungle.
Thank you, Billy. Okay, gentlemen, you each have 20 seconds for opening remarks. Tom, you have the smallest dick, so you go first.
Thank you. People of Little Mushroom, if you elect me as your mayor, I promise not only to lead this city into the future, but also maybe the past. More on that later, if I'm elected.
Okay, Flood, opening remarks.
Thank you. I just wanted to say that, ow! I think something bit me. Is that a spider?
I don't see anything.
I think a spider bit me. Look at my arm. It's all red now.
Mr. Giggles, do you have any prepared remarks?
Yes, I do. I am sorry. Little Mushroom, if elected mayor, I will close the borders to bullies. Your lunch money will be safe with Flood Giggles as mayor.
Thank you. And Rebel, your opening remarks?
I just want to say that the best laid eggs hatch into the prettiest dinosaurs.
What?
Shakespeare 4:17. My favorite Bible verse.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Before we begin, let's hear a word from the sponsor of this debate, Richard Blood of the Omnicrap Corporation.
Hello, Little Mushroom. This is Richard Blood, and I'm the CEO of the Omnicrap Corporation. Recently, my company and myself have come under fire after a report was released that said Omnicrap produces more pollution than every car ever made, past, present, and future. Well, I'm here to tell you that simply is not true. Besides, we at Omnicrap don't call it pollution. We call it advanced aging cream for the Earth. Because she's 4.5 billion years old, isn't it about time she looked her age? I've been Richard Blood of the Omnicrap Corporation, keeping the Earth honest. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Blood. Now, gentlemen, I'm putting this debate entirely in the hands of Little Mushroom. It will be the citizens who ask you the questions, and we will begin with a question about the acne rights protest.
Thank you, Dylan. Gentlemen, I'm sure that you remember a few weeks ago the riot that broke out after people with acne were fed up with people treating them like second-rate citizens. If elected mayor, do you plan to be a friend to people with pimples?
As someone who is afflicted by zits and pus and blood and squeezing for far too long, I promise, if elected mayor, people with acne will no longer have to live in fear in Little Mushroom.
You say living in fear like it's a bad thing. Look, when I'm elected mayor, acne will no longer be an issue in Little Mushroom because acne will no longer exist. In my first day of office, I plan to detonate a proactive cream bomb that will eradicate acne forever.
And you see, I plan to take the middle road on this issue. I believe that we can promote healthy skin without making people feel like they have to pop their pimples to fit into society.
It gives me the jitters to think about my son kissing the face of a girl stricken with the acne. The only cratered surface I want my son kissing is that of the moon after his first house.
Those aren't jitters. Ever since I stepped inside the building, I've been covered in bugs biting me all over.
Possibly because you smell like dirt.
That's Soil by Calvin Klein. Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's me, Traffic Guy, here with your traffic report. Everything is good out there on the roads right now, but my life has gone to shit. I started seeing this black girl named Bianca. She was awesome, but then last month she joined the army, and I've been crushed ever since. And then yesterday I got this letter from her. Dear Traffic Guy, hey, how are you? And then the rest of it's censored besides this. P.S. I've started seeing someone. What am I gonna do, you guys? What am I gonna do? And now here's the weather.
Weather.
Hello, I am the weatherman, and I am feeling damn good. How do I sound? Amazing, right? I finally am feeling back to normal. I want to thank my family for being there with me during this difficult time, and I also want to apologize to anyone affected by my hunger for human flesh. If I ate you or anyone you love, I am sorry. Anyway, there's a tornado coming right for us. Hit the deck. Just kidding. Sunshine, bitches.
Thank you guys for staying with us during that little bit of drama.
You know, I think my wife's sister, Happy Graduation, would really hit it off with the Traffic Guy.
I'm assuming that Happy Graduation is also a balloon?
No, my balloon wife has a human sister. Come on, Dylan, logic.
Anyway, our next debate question comes from Clarence Flim. Clarence, the floor is yours.
You have to understand the most that I've ever paid for a hamburger is $70. But it was in the bathroom with Elvis when he died.
What?
The cheese was a bit crusty, but I hadn't eaten in a week. I don't understand the question.
I think I understand. You're concerned about the price of beef?
Wait a minute, guys. Can we get Billy Cheesecake in here? Can someone bring my Billy Cheesecake? And also some strawberry cheesecake? I had a late lunch.
Hey, sorry I didn't think you needed me still. I was knitting a pair of socks in the handicapped bathroom stall.
That's quite all right, Billy. You know Clarence Flim pretty well, don't you?
I was actually hoping I would never see him again. That man is crazy.
One time I went golfing and I hit a home run.
Do you think you could help us translate his question into something Tom, Rebel, and Flood could understand?
I'll give it a try. What's your question, Clarence?
Where do babies come from?
I think what Clarence is trying to ask you, gentlemen, is what is your stance on the old person pit and Little Mushroom, and would you ever dump your parents into it if they became too much to handle?
Yes, that's it. But also, seriously, where do babies come from? I strongly believe that the old person pit is a Little Mushroom tradition that needs to end. It is barbaric to dump our elderly citizens into a giant ditch once they become an inconvenience.
You do realize, Rebel, that most recent polls showed that close to 70% of Little Mushroomians support the existence of the old person pit?
And I am one of those 70%ers. Little Mushroom deserves a place where we can respectfully load our elders into the back of a pickup truck and then dump them into a giant pit with honor.
Where is the honor in getting dumped into a giant ditch with a bunch of other old people.
Some of these men fought for our country in World War II. They have honor, sir. And if you don't believe that, then I must call into question your patriotism.
Calm down, calm down. Flood, can I get your thoughts on this issue?
Certainly. When a man and a woman fall in love, they do a little thing called the sex dance. And I will tell you this, ladies, I am great at the sex dance.
Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with more of this debate.
Stuck in a dead-end job, stuck in a life that's going nowhere fast, stuck in a bear trap. Don't get stuck settling for mediocrity. Classes at Banana Split University are enrolling today, and we now offer an online gym class. Banana Split University, it's the only college that gives detention.
Welcome back to the mayoral debate between Tom Dashammer, Flood Giggles, and Rebel Washington.
Hey, Dylan, is this debate supposed to run much longer? I have a fundraiser to attend in a half an hour. The ghost of Osama bin Laden is supposed to be in attendance, and he is loaded. Apparently, he hid most of his riches in the afterlife.
Well, actually, yes. The next topic will be the final one of the debate. And the question comes from Bastard Garbage. Bastard, the floor is yours. Thank you, Dylan. Earlier this year, our city was hit by a hurricane that caused damage we are still recovering from. Mother Nature launched an attack on our town, and we had no response in return. If elected mayor, are you willing to defend Little Mushroom from any threat, including Mother Nature?
Bastard, thank you for your question, but I don't think that I understand it.
That's because you aren't prepared to defend Little Mushroom from the dangers of the modern world. Nuclear warheads, computer viruses, and yes, environmental dangers are just as big a concern as anything.
I am very concerned about the environment and support many different green initiatives that I plan to introduce if elected mayor.
This city doesn't need someone to introduce green initiatives. It needs a man of action. Bastard, if another storm like Hurricane Jesus hits Little Mushroom again, you can best believe that we will respond with force.
By force, you mean the military, correct?
You gotta support those troops.
Flood, do you have anything to add?
No, I can't add. I never learned. I can't subtract and divide, though. Can't multiply either.
Thank you, Flood. I will now give each of you the opportunity for a closing remark. Mr. Giggles, you first.
Thank you. People of Little Mushroom, vote for me.
Is that all?
Yes. I just remembered I left all the sinks in my house running with the drains plugged.
Okay, Rebel, you're next.
Okay, Little Mushroom. If you want a mayor who will work for you day and night, then I'm your man. If you want a mayor who can lead Little Mushroom into the future and beyond, I am your man. If you want a mayor who will put Little Mushroom above everything else, including my wife, I am your man. Vote Rebel Washington for mayor.
Thank you, Rebel. And Tom?
Ladies and gentlemen, you have a choice. If elected mayor of Little Mushroom, then I will never, ever stop. Never. No more stop signs on any street in this city. If you elect me mayor, I swear on my annoying neighbor's grave that you won't regret it. Vote Tom Dashammer or else.
Thank you all. The election will be held in just 2 weeks, and we will have exclusive coverage throughout the entire day. Good night.